Hi, welcome to our podcast on the safety safari that we have recently done in section 1, 2, and 4. I would like to introduce now our managers that are here with us that could take us through the lessons learned from the recent safety safari we had with everyone. I would kind of pass it off now to Bleder.
Translated in all 5 project languages. We then moved to the training bus where the project rules were reinforced and especially the life critical requirements as well as culture of care and stop work authority.
It's a lifetime lesson that we try to pass. The feedback was positive. The audience joined the presentation. There were questions back and forth. And we have talked about the safety, the importance of safety, and also how the safety rules have been written throughout the centuries. And I think this was really helpful to imagine, to visualize what actually happened on site. And it was also assisted us to the visuals, to see the same thing as a potential to happen here and in all the areas in their life, in our lives.
It starts with Bloody's team and just the orientation of safety, just to start the building culture. And then as the project proceeds and your tasks of what you're doing, I step in as trying to give our new workers the knowledge of what we expect in lifting operations. As we go from project to project to project, there's a culture locally in that area, and we're trying to elevate their knowledge, their understanding, and their safety practices. And when we get done with our project, to leave them with a better safety mindset.
Machine and people are not competitive. Your question, job site, off site, doesn't matter. This is a culture. Yes, in construction zone, this is not stationary. You can prevent and you can do your job. No, this is dynamic and it's moving. That's why we let them know this one. Far away.
It's in our nature of works and I think construction industry as a whole is we do have a lot of interaction with heavy plant and machinery, so there's a lot of focus on MEPI. However, I must say, rather than just talk about MEPI, I think the message here was after the demonstration through a reenactment of the 3 fatalities, we then went back to our training bus where the participants were reminded, or they were sort of we had an opportunity to reinforce our life critical requirements and generally project health and safety rules or ESLH rules, because it was a harsh reminder of we are equally exposed as much as the previous projects were exposed to these hazards and risks, and us as a project, as one team, using our management systems, we can succeed. And I think the bottom line there is, rather than talking about the rules itself, is I think success lies in teamwork, and I feel I've not been part of the previous BEJP projects, but if I was to look back at my experience, success is always delivered through teamwork. If we are all aligned and looking out for each other, as Melly and Hakan, everybody, including Chris, mentioned, is working as one team, looking after each other honestly, in a genuinely brotherly way, sisterly way, as a member of a family, and we keep saying this, we are one big family here. Yeah. And I spend more time probably with these 3 gentlemen and Daniela definitely spend more time with these three gentlemen and Daniela than I do with my own family, because unfortunately they're far away. So 10 to 12 hours a day, I get the pleasure of working with this team, and I'm very pleased. So I think all of us rely on ourselves to look after for each other, but at the same time, or to look after ourselves, but at the same time, we definitely rely on each other to look after us.
Well, thank you to invite us to here to explain about the Safety Safari. I think we conduct this safari in both sections 1 and 2 and 4. From my perspective, it's so beneficial training to everyone. We try to explain to all our employees what happened in there, what was the critical points and steps also. How can we get necessary actions before this incident, and then what we need to do, and what is the lesson learned. Everyone, don't hesitate to use this stop work authority. Is so necessary to our protection by ourselves, also our team members too. And the last sentences, I would like to add something. The safety is not just a rule, it's a given promise to our families by us. So important.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that. And it's a really good reflection when you say that it's safety is not just a rule, it's something we practice on a daily basis in order so each one of us goes back home safely to our families. I mean, at the end of the day, we spend more time here together rather than at home with our own families. So it's important that we take care of each other.
The reasons why we chose these 3 particular incidents is because we lost 3 colleagues, 3 family members within BEJV, and it's really important that we continue to speak about them, to speak about Tafil, Miroslav and Ergen, so that we don't forget their memory and the impact they had on the project. But the incidents that they were involved in, some very important lessons come out of those that we really needed to share with our new project family members in North Macedonia. And so that's why I was a part of the planning and the coordination, as well as the delivery of the Safety Safari. And it was a very emotional and personal activity for me to be involved in, because I really do want to share the learnings that came out of those 3 fatality incidents. Yeah, the Stop Work Authority it's really important, because it's not just about project leaders going out to site and checking that things are okay. It empowers every individual, every member of our BEJV family to take the initiative and to look out for their friends and their work colleagues. And that's what the Stop Work Authority is. It empowers every individual in our BEJV family to speak up, to stop, to pause work if they think that something is not right, even if it's a gut feeling and they're not sure. It's really important to speak up, talk to your fellow colleagues, look around the situation. Can we do things better? Can we keep our colleagues safe and our friends safe? Assess it and then manage so that we can go back to work and everybody can finish their day off safely and they can go home to their friends and their family. We're a team, and every individual within our team has an impact and has the ability to have an impact. And that's what our SLAM campaign, which is Stop, Look, Assess, Manage, and our Stop Work Authority